What's up, everybody? I think I'm live now. Facebook was acting kind of crazy. If you guys can see and hear me, let me know. I think I'm rocking and rolling this time around. I'll wait for you guys to pop back on. When you pop on, hey, Micah Hardman. If you can hear me and you can see me, type yes. Let me know. Hey, Gerald and Kenya. I always say your full name, your husband and your name. If you can hear me and see me, type yes. I was just on live, and I guess it was a problem with Facebook. I don't know. Y'all know how Facebook can be. I love it, though. All right, cool. Thank you for typing yes. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So it's like 11:34 here on the East Coast, and I'm up in here creating. I didn't go to bed last night till about 3 or 4 a.m. this morning because I was up creating things. What's up, Muriel? How are you? And hey, Anita, thank you for commenting. And one of the things that I wanted to tell people, because I have clients that I coach on how to market, how to advertise, and yeah, I like that black and white too, Kenya. How to market and how to advertise and how to create products and content. And I always tell people you have to create content consistently. Whether you're a singer, you have to write songs, sing songs consistently, whether people are listening or not. If you do plays, you should be putting on your plays consistently until you build up that audience. So whatever it is, if you're opening up a daycare center, you still got to go and advertise that business until you get the kids and get the clientele that you want. So a lot of times we want to just quit. So even in your low season, slow season, dry season, the valley, you should be creating content so that when the gates open and the people start rushing in, you will have a warehouse filled with supplies. So like last night, I don't have anything going on with me right now, but last night I wanted to create something to give to people out there in the world to keep them motivated. So what I did was I created a motivational mixtape and I gave it away for free. And like tonight, I'm up writing. Even when I was in Jamaica last week, I was writing, relaxing, and meditating. You should always continuously be creating something to put out there. So now what I wanted to say about consistently creating content, regardless of people are coming, supporting you, buying it, or whatever, continue to do it. I was listening to Tyler Perry, a video of his last week. Of course, it's an old video. I think he put it out in 2012. And he said one of the ways for him to be successful was to buckle down and focus on one thing. Now, I seen this video when he first put it out in 2012. And I was like, I'm sorry, Tyler. I can't focus on one thing because I got a lot of talents. You know, blame God. And so in 2012, I wasn't open to receive that advice that he had put out. But here it is, 2017, 5 years later, and I totally get what he's saying. Because even though I have a lot of talents, a lot of gifts, when I was working on 3, 5, 6, 7 different things at one time, I was wearing myself thin. And eventually, nothing was really getting 100% of my attention because I was focused on too many other things. So Tyler went on to say in this video, focus on that one thing and allow it to open the door for you to grow a team of people to where you can go ahead and concentrate on other things. We get that? Now, creating content consistently. Tyler also went on to say that he put a stage play up, 30 people showed up. He knew those 30 people, right? But he continued to put that same play up for 7 years straight, one time a year. So every year he would take his tax return money and invest in himself, which, by the way, is the best investment that you can ever make, is to invest in yourself. I do it all the time, okay? It's a religious habit for me, okay? It's like breathing. It comes easy to me, investing in myself. So he would take his income tax money and he would pour it back into his stage play and he would perform that stage play. People wouldn't come, right? They wouldn't come. But again, he was focused and he was still creating the content, putting it out there consistently. And on that 7th year, what happened? Boom. The world came to know Tyler Perry. Today, Tyler Perry's net worth, I think, is estimated around $600 million. Regardless if you like Tyler Perry's creative content, his movies, his books, his plays, his TV shows, regardless if you like it or not, we understand that the process works. He continued to create content. He continued to get up when he was knocked down and put himself out there and continued to follow the dream. And now today, with the blueprint that he laid, his net worth now is worth approximately $600, regardless if you like the creative content or not. So what am I saying to you? People may not like what you put out, but that should not stop you from creating your content, because your gift is your gift. You're going to have an audience for whomever you're supposed to have. And even before you even have an audience, you should be creating things. When I created the Sueham School of Success, I didn't have anybody who said that they were interested in that, but it was upon me to create the Sueham School of Success. And I did that. And after I released it, people didn't join immediately. Come on, you know, we all have that excitement. Oh, when I put this new product out there, everybody's going to want it. Oh my God, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be known. And then what happens? Nobody freaking buys it. Nobody. So what do? Do you give up? Or do you keep creating content? Keep putting it out there. Keep letting people know who you are. Now, for me, I keep creating content. Again, like last night, I created the free motivational mixtape. If you guys are interested in getting that, just go to sueham.com, my website, and you can get the free motivational mixtape for free. But the thing is, when I put my school out, the Sueham School of Success, I had in my mind, oh my God, man, I'm going to have at least about 100 people sign up for my school. Man, listen to me clearly. That was surely not the case. When I wrote my first book in 2012, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have 1,000 people buy my book the first week it's released. Listen to me. That clearly was not the case. Okay? When I started back doing my stage plays in 2015, I was like, oh my God, we're going to have 1,000 people in the auditorium. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Listen to me. That clearly was not the case. But it did not stop me from creating content consistently. It did not stop me from marketing myself. It did not stop me from believing in my dream. What it did teach me was that I needed to buckle down and focus on that one thing and let it open the doors to so many other things. And in the meantime, right, in between time, before I'm putting on stage plays, what I can do is create content. Like I can create videos to motivate people. I can create free motivational mixtapes, which motivate people, but also lead them back to my website. I could, you know, go out and lend a helping hand at schools, at nursing homes, or wherever, and put that into the atmosphere. You know, I can work with the youth and mentor. So there's still things that you should be doing. You should be creating consistently. I was listening to Charlemagne's book. Charlemagne, if you guys don't know, he's one of the personalities on The Breakfast Club, probably one of the biggest radio shows in the world, The Breakfast Club. And one of the things he said was, you know, people didn't know him, but he kept going. He kept working. He kept putting his name out there. He kept investing his time. And a lot of the time that he invested, he didn't get paid for. And I think that's a problem that we have now, is that a lot of people feel that, listen, if you can't compensate me for my time, then I can't be down with you. But at the end of the day, compensation doesn't always come in the form of currency, right? Currency, money, paper, coins. Sometimes it can come in the form of knowledge. It can come in the form of experience. It can come in the form of building those relationships, which opens the door to those opportunities. And so I always like to take the time to tell people how important it is to just invest your time, because that's so important. How important it is to just create and have your warehouse full of stuff. I have a warehouse full of stuff. Like people, like, they meet me now. Prime example. When I was doing the silly videos, the comical videos and stuff like that, and it caught the eyes of some national TV shows, right? When they actually went to my website, they were like, whoa, we didn't know you were all about that too. See, here's the thing, guys. When you are creating your content consistently and you're putting stuff out there, right? People can go to your website, go to your YouTube channel, go to your SoundCloud, go to wherever you're storing your stuff at on your web house. What's up, Nakia? I'm speaking directly to you. Awesome sauce. I don't know why I'm doing this at 11:43 p.m., but I just got the notion to do it, so it was for you. Good deal, Nakia. Hey, Angela, Shawanda. So when you are building, hey, Donna, when you are building that warehouse, right? Whether it be, the warehouse could be your membership site, it could be your blog, it could be your podcast, it could be your SoundCloud, it could be YouTube, it could be your Facebook videos, whatever, your Instagram pictures, whatever. Once you're building that warehouse of information, when people start to check you out, they're going to become so infatuated with you to the point where they will spend hours in your warehouse looking at stuff. You know how, like, when you go to the store and you see beautiful clothing, you spend hours looking, or you go in the grocery store, you like to shop, you like to cook food, so you spend hours down the aisle, or maybe you go to the beach and you love the water and you love the tranquility of the beach, and so you spend hours there. Well, when people go to your warehouse, they're going to want to spend hours there, and if you don't have any content, how are you going to keep them there? So in your downtime, your slow season, your low season, or your no season, you should be creating content. So when people from the Steve Harvey Show went to my YouTube page and they were like, oh my God, you got videos upon videos upon videos upon videos, and they're just not comical videos. You got business videos, motivational videos, inspirational videos, comedy videos. You got all kinds of videos, and they're of you, they're not of other people. Well, that's because, and I told them, I said, listen, that's because I saw this day coming. And because I saw this day coming, I didn't just wait for it to happen. Because what if you guys came to me and I had just that one video and you were on the fence about me and I only had that one video? Chances are you would back away from me because you only had that one video to make a decision over. But when I have a plethora in the warehouse, you get to see what I have to offer. And people want to spend hours reading your blogs. People want to spend hours looking at your videos if they like it. People want to spend hours listening to your music. Think about it. You buy your favorite artist, and what do? You play them over and over and over and over again. So when you have great content, right? When you have great content, people will spend their time there. I spend hours on people's pages on Facebook because of the content that they have. So when you are putting great stuff out there, consistently creating content, people will stay there because they're going to be like, oh my God, there's so much stuff. I can't get enough. It's good. It's delicious. You know, and then they'll go to sleep and they'll get back up and they'll come back. And then guess what? They'll start telling your friends. But it just doesn't start like that. You got to build. When I first started doing my videos and YouTube, nobody didn't know who I was. Nobody wasn't even watching my stuff. Perfect example of that is Country Wayne, aka Wayne Colley. He said he was doing 2-3 videos a day. Nobody was watching his stuff, but he was consistent with creating the content. He did the videos anyways, regardless if people was watching it or not. Today, you go look at his page. I think he has over 3 million followers. 3 million followers. He hasn't done any major movies. He's done all of that from packing his storehouse, and then finally his videos catching on, people sharing it, them falling in love with it. Then he went from doing the Facebook videos to packing out comedy houses and traveling all around the world. You go to his page, this man is booked for the rest of the year. But listen to me clearly. He said he was starting out doing 2 to 3 videos a day. Nobody was watching. Nobody was watching. But see, that's right, Kalia. That's right, Kenya. But see, it only takes that one video to pop off. And then what's going to happen is people are going to say, hey, where does this trail lead? And when they go back to the warehouse, what are they going to find? Are they going to find a plethora of information, or are they going to find nothing? So see, even right now, while nobody's knocking on my doors and offering me any contracts, where nobody's calling me and asking me to be on TV right now, nobody's calling me and asking me to be on their stage right now, I'm here in my house working till 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, creating content to put into my storehouse because I know that they're coming. They're coming. And by me putting this energy out and creating this information and creating this motivation, this inspiration, this comedy, I'm attracting it to me. And so when it comes to me, I'm ready. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. I stay ready so that when the opportunities come, I'm no longer afraid, or I don't have to say, no, I don't have that. No, I can't do that. I don't know how to. No, I'm sorry. That's all I got. You got one song? And I'm supposed to sign you? You got one song. Okay. You did one play? And you're an expert? You did one play. Okay. You wrote one blog post, and now you're a blogger? Come on, you got to consistently create content. You got to consistently create content, man. Listen to me, because for me, if I don't consistently create content, I get frustrated. And so for me, like a lot of people say, why wouldn't you just sell that motivational mixtape? No, because for me, doing that last night, staying up and putting those words to those songs and putting it out and releasing it to y'all, that was payment for me at that time. Now, everything ain't gonna be free, but for me, I had to release that because that was on me, and so I did that. But now, I've noticed that since I have done that, I've gotten more followers on my fan page. I've gotten more people to go to my website because of releasing that. You see what I'm saying? And now when they go to those places, they get to see, okay, Sue just doesn't have just this one motivational mixtape. Sue's got over 1,000 videos. Sue's got a web page. Sue's got a blog site. You know, she's doing different things. Oh, wait a minute. She's doing plays. Okay. So all of this is as a result of me doing these things over years. But again, now, don't lose focus, because like I tell you, you got to focus. Until you have a team, you might not be able to do all those things. You might not be able to do, you know, because again, you need to focus on one thing in order to, in my opinion, to really put your all into it to make it successful. So for me, it's my stage plays. It's speaking, okay? My stage plays and my speaking. Picking up the phone and doing a video, to me, that's not work, because I just pick up the phone and I talk, and that's it. And then once I upload it to YouTube, that one place, you can transfer it. You can share it to LinkedIn. You can share it to Facebook. You can share it to Twitter. You can upload it to Instagram. Boom. You can share it to Pinterest from YouTube. So there's so many places you can share it that it doesn't take a whole lot of work. You can do a video, man. A 5-minute video, right? And I promise you, within 10 minutes, you can have that video in so many different places just from the click of a button, click of a button, click of a button. And you may say, oh, that's pointless, nobody's watching it. But listen, leave your thumbprint on the internet. Leave your thumbprint on the internet. Because as long as you are consistently creating content, eventually you're going to catch the eye of somebody. And then what they're going to do is start to Google you. Or if you've got a website, they're going to go back to your website. Or if you got a YouTube channel, they're going to go back to your YouTube channel. Or if you got a Facebook page, they're going to go back to your Facebook, and they're going to become inquisitive. They're going to become nosy, and they want to know everything about you. They're going to want more content from you. So that's why, regardless if someone's looking at you now, regardless if somebody's liking your stuff, sharing your stuff, commenting on your stuff, regardless if they're buying your products or telling somebody else about your products right now, don't worry about it. They may not be doing that right now. Don't get your panties in a wad, okay? Don't get your panties in a wad about that right now. Don't let that discourage you. I know you're human, because I've been there, and I've been like, oh man, my Kevin Hart voice, oh man, no, wait, I created this, you don't want it? Hey, I just created this. Everybody in the world should have it. Everybody should be looking at it. Everybody should be coming to my plays. Everybody should be watching my books. Man, oh no, you're not gonna do it? Everybody should be asking me to speak. I was just on the Steve Harvey show. I should be getting a lot of people coming and saying, Sue, will you come speak here, speak there? Sometimes it doesn't work like that. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stop and whine and complain? Or are you going to continue to create and let the opportunities catch up with you? One of the things I said when I first met Mr. David E. Talbert, and I auditioned for him, I was telling people, they was like, Sue, what are you going to do? Are you excited? Are you waiting to see what happens? I said, I'm very excited, but no, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to continue to produce. I'm going to continue to push. Push means pray until something happens. And it also, for me, means produce until something happens. So I said, I'm going to continue to create, man, because if I sit and wait for that thing to happen over there and then it doesn't happen, now I'm frustrated and I've already lost all of this time waiting on something that didn't happen. So I said, no, I'm going to continue to create. I'm going to continue to push. I'm going to continue to do what it is that I do, and I'll let that opportunity catch up to me, because what is for me is for me. And I'm telling you, I wasn't always of this mindset, but as soon as I came to this mindset, my life became so much easier. Hey, Anita. Yes. Hey, Kalia. Yes. Building the foundation for the future. Anita, you're welcome for the information. Yeah. It's like, when I got that mindset, then I realized I wasn't racing against time anymore, because I used to feel like I'm running out of time. I'm not going to get this done. I'm not going to accomplish my dreams. And then I came to understand that, when it's time to happen, it's going to happen. And ain't nobody going to stop that. Nobody in the world is going to be able to stop that. This thing is saying my battery is getting low. I hope it doesn't cut off. Maybe I'll end this broadcast in a few minutes. But I just felt like spitting some knowledge and inspiring people. So No matter what happens, guys, remember, when it's your time, it's your time. Can't nobody stop that. Can't nobody, I don't care what nobody says. When it's for you, it's for you, man. But you gotta keep grinding. Just cause you, like, it's like an artist. Just cause you get one #1 song, that don't mean you need to coax and relax and think that everything's all groovy. You should always be in the mindset of creating content consistently. You should always want to do something else. What's next? And it's not a feeling of I'm never satisfied. It's just the feeling of that's my human side. My human side is to naturally be curious. It's to naturally want to create. It's to naturally want to build. And when I don't do those things, that's when I become frustrated. That's when I become a little bit not so good to be around. So listen, release your energy, continue to create, continue to put your head down, continue to focus, continue to believe and know that what is for you is coming to you. And I'm a firm believer in if you keep grinding, if you keep creating, if you keep putting that great positive energy into the atmosphere, if you keep emitting that on that type frequency, you're going to hit something. You're going to hit this big radio antenna and it's going to go and it's gonna be like, yo, you next. We got you on the radar. We see you, we feeling you, we vibing you. You're next. It's your turn. Let's see what you can do. Are you a one-hit wonder? Or are you gonna keep it coming? You're welcome, Carolyn. One last thing, because I don't want my phone to cut off on me. One last thing is I've been wanting to be on radio for years. For years. I used to send out the resumes. I used to send out I forget what they call that. I sent out my little voice drop thing to show them I could do commercials so they could hear my voice. And I used to be like begging stations to get on, gospel stations, R&B stations, hip hop stations. I just wanted to be on the radio because I was just like, man, I love it. I know I can do this. I know I can do this because I'm passionate about it. Long story short, nobody was putting me on. So in 2012, I raised like $2,500 to actually buy radio time and to get on radio myself. Now, $2,500 is not a lot of money. So, I had 10, 12 shows on the radio, and then that was it. My radio career was over. So even after that, I was still trying, and then I stopped. Well, lo and behold, right? This is what I mean about putting out content. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. But lo and behold, here it is, 2017, and I had the program director, Brandon Hickman, say, yo, I like what you're doing. I like your voice. We need a segment on the station, and I think you would be great. And I was like, wow. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? And I just said to myself, man, as soon as I stopped like trying to control everything, as soon as I stopped like trying to feel like I was racing against time and just stayed in my zone and just created and be me and just, put out content, that's when things started opening for me, right? That's when I started meeting great people. I started meeting I started getting great opportunities. So I just want to say this to you guys. It's not too late. Stop. You're not racing against time. When you get in your mind that you're going to have what it is you're supposed to have, when you get in your mind that you believe that the promise will be fulfilled, when you get in your mind that you are great, tell yourself that you are great. Invest in yourself to make yourself even better, right? When you treat people the right way, when you have a heart that's sincere and it's about love and it's about helping people, and you're serious about your passion and your craft, and you're serious about honing it by learning more and getting with the right people, you're serious about helping the next person, and when you're serious about just putting that good energy into the atmosphere, I guarantee you that is going to come back to you. It really is. It may not be 1 year, this year, that year. It may be 10 years down the road, but it will come back to you. Kevin Hart, listening to his audiobook. This guy that was in the industry that was supposed to be really big in the industry, and he was notorious for helping to launch the careers of different comedians. He told Kevin Hart, yo, I don't think this comedy thing is for you. You might want to try something else. Kevin Hart. Now, you may not say this, but Kevin Hart is the hottest thing out right now and ever, period. Because when you look at his records, no other comedians has sold out stadiums consistently. Not only that, he's gone overseas, crossed the waters, and he sold out stadiums consistently. So when you look at his record He's done what no other comedian has ever done. But if he had listened to that guy who said, yo, you might not want to do this, this is not the thing for you, then Kevin Hart may not be Kevin Hart right now. If Kevin Hart had stopped early on in his career, he said he lived in Philly. He was driving to New York 3 to 5 days a week, sitting in the back of the club, just learning. He wasn't even touching the stage. And he had a friend who was going with him, but his friend said, yo, I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. We ain't getting on stage. I'm not wasting no more time. We ain't getting paid for this. This is our gas money. This is our time. And we just sitting back here? Man, forget that. So his friend stopped going. But Kevin kept going. Even though he had to deal with the issues in his relationships. He had to deal with the issues of not having the money to pay his bills. He had to deal with the issues of just sitting back there and not getting on stage. You know what that is to an entertainer? To know what you have inside you and want to be on that stage, but you can't because it ain't your time yet. But he understood, in due season, I shall reap the harvest. So I'm telling you the Kevin Hart story because I want to say this because it applies to my life and it really inspired me listening to Kevin Hart stories. I encourage you to get the audiobook. It encouraged me because I've been putting in time. And I ain't tired of putting in time. I'm going to keep putting in time because as I'm putting in time, I'm getting better with my craft. I'm learning more. I'm experiencing more. I'm meeting the right people. And I know it. I feel it within my bones. I feel it within my soul that I am so close to that point right now. And that's why I feel so good. Like when stuff happened to me now, it's like, oh, I'm good. Because I have already seen it by closing my eyes and visualizing. And then when I open my eyes, I'm like, I'm here. I'm here. It's kind of like when you're taking a road trip and you close your eyes and then you wake up and you're like, man, we here already? That's how I feel with my life right now. That's how I feel with my career right now. I feel like, man, I'm here already. I'm 43 years old. Had this dream since I can remember, since I was 5. And I feel like I'm here. Now, there's still some things that I need to do to get really here. But everything that's transpired, I'm excited about it. The loss, the wins, the headaches, the tears, the heartache. You know, they were all lessons that I needed on this journey to help me. So I just want to inspire you guys to keep going. To keep creating your content consistently. People may say, you're stupid. Nobody's buying that. Nobody's eating that. Hey, what's up, Zenobia? Zenobia does cookies. Nobody's eating that. Hey, Elder Nanny German. Somebody may be saying, nobody's coming to your church. You know, nobody's buying your souvenirs. No one wants to read your books. Nobody's playing your songs in the clubs or on the radio. Nobody's coming to your stage plays. Ain't nobody requesting you to hear you speak nowhere. Don't nobody want to see you dance. People can say all they want to say. What I want to tell you, keep producing. Keep pushing, producing until something happens. See, a lot of us just want to pray. No, you got to pray and produce until something happens because faith without work is dead. So push until something happens. Produce until something happens. Pray until something happens. Keep creating your content consistently because there's going to come a day when the gates are going to open and the people are going to bum rush you and they're going to want everything that you have. Your t-shirts, your books, your business ideas, your mentoring, your coaching, every freaking thing that you have, they're going to want it. And all you got to do is say, hold up, I got the key right here. I got the keys, I got the keys. And all you got to do is open up the warehouse and everything that you have been creating is right there in that warehouse. Come on, somebody. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all go get that motivational mix CD. Thank you for the hearts. I love y'all so much. Go get the motivational mix CD. You can go to my website at sueham.com. I love y'all. I got to get back to creating. I got some more stuff I got to do to put out into the atmosphere. I am Solandia Hammond, a.k.a. Sueham, baby. And you know I'm loving you to life. In closing, I want to encourage you to live, to love, to learn, and to laugh, man. Come on, y'all. But most of all, baby, don't quit. Follow your dreams to success. I love you more. Love y'all. Mwah. Peace.